Use the method of differences to find an expression for the sum of all the natural numbers. Now, we've already done this, come across this. You can actually prove it just using the sum of an arithmetic progression with first term 1 and common difference 1, and the last term being n. However, let's have a look at it using the method of differences. So we've got the sum of r from 1 to n, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus the general term, which is r, the last but one term, n plus 1, and n. So this is what we need to find the expression for. Alright, so you let f of x be equal to r squared, and then f of r minus 1 will be r minus 1 all squared. You just need to choose a function when you work out the difference that you get a multiple of r. So these are not the only functions that you can use with this method. Okay, so now f of r minus f of r minus 1 is r squared minus r minus 1 all squared. That gives r squared minus r squared, expanding this bracket, minus 2r plus 1. And removing the bracket, we get r squared minus r squared plus 2r minus 1. The r squares cancel out, and we're left with 2r minus 1. So, using the method of differences, the method of differences says the sum of the term, in this case it's going to be 2r minus 1, will be f of n minus f of 0 using this function. So, the sum of our thing, which is 2r minus 1, I know we want to find r, but we can easily rearrange this. It's going to be f of n minus f of 0, where f of r is equal to r squared. So that gives me f of n, which is n squared, minus f of 0, which is 0 squared. So I just get left with the sum of r is equal to 1 to n of 2n minus 1 will be n squared. So if we take out a 2, we can take out a 2 and then split the difference up and make this a different sum. Just need to find an expression for this as well. So it's going to be equal to n squared, but the sum of 1 from 1 to n is going to be just 1 plus 1 plus up until plus 1. And that will just be n times, so therefore the sum of that will just be n. So this will come the sum of 2 times the sum from 1 to n of r minus the n, because that's what that is equal to n squared. Rearranging, we're going to get 2 to the sum of r to 1 of r to 1 to n of r will be n squared. Taking the n over here, we just get plus n. And then finally, factorizing the numerator, this gives us what we were asked to find. It's a common factor of n. So take the n out, we get n plus 1, and then obviously divide by 2. This result should be memorized as well. So this has been a video to show you how to find the sum of the first n natural numbers using the method of differences. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.